Ladies and gentlemen, Rahul Gandhi is yet to return from his New Year break to Vietnam and wherever. Back home, allies in the India bloc are already snubbing the Congress party, left, right and centre for the upcoming Delhi elections, and the display of the breakage of the biggest election alliance is something for everybody to see. But not just being snubbed, it is the Congress party that even within itself in Karnataka seems to be once again plunging into chaos. Yes, it's not the first time. This is the story of a dinner that was and a dinner that wasn't allowed. The new year began with the Karnataka Chief Minister Siddaramaia's loyalist Mantri Satish Jarkioli organizing a dinner meeting. This so-called apolitical dinner meeting was hosted when Deputy Chief Minister DK Shivkumar was in Turkey with his family. It created such a buzz about the power dynamics and power struggle in the state that the State Home Minister, who was supposed to host a dinner meet of MLAs on January 8th, was asked to postpone it by the High Command. Was it done on the instructions of DK Shivkumar? Well, we don't quite know. He called it fake news. But the dangal over the cancelled dinner meeting has exposed deep fissures within the Congress party, with BJP leaving no opportunity to take a dig and taunt these dinner parties, which show that these could be farewell parties for Siddaramaiah as DK Shivkumar gets restless in the wings. And for the Congress party, the theatre of political warfare, khatakhat, that is playing out, and that divide seems to be taking precedence over governance. Listen in to the war of words.
It is all fake news. You don't carry on the news which someone creates or spreads.
No question of stalling anybody's meet. Meeting will be held and the leadership will also be present in the meeting. So Mr. Parmeshwar has very clearly said that it has been postponed because they wanted the AICC representatives to also be in the meeting so that they also know what are the feelings, what are the issues, how party can help the welfare of the SC/ST community. So there is no question of cancelling anything. It's just postponed for the involvement and participation of the AICC leadership.
I think farewell party due to Mr. Siddaramaiah is going out now because DK Kumar already announced. I will take I know how to take the CM post. He already announced. This is a farewell party. Everybody is conducting. So I think Siddaramaiah going out from the CM, it is guaranteed.
Congress netas might downplay the power struggle in Karnataka, but before I open this debate to my guests, I want to also play out an excerpt of my interview with DK Shivkumar just last month, the Deputy Chief Minister who told me there is some understanding that he cannot disclose. Listen in.
Do you think that day will come soon? Because you've been on the waiting list forever.
No, not forever. We have some understanding. I don't want to discuss on media. Let us meet on the day.
What is the understanding?
No, I can't disclose this with the understanding. It is between 4 or 5 of us. I don't want to disclose.
The 4 or 5 of us include members of the Gandhi family?
I don't want to discuss anything on that issue. I believe in them. I believe with Mallikarjun Kharge.
You're watching the News Hour at 9, debate number 2 on Times Now, Super Prime Time.
Joining Siddharth Yadav and Sanjay Jha are Tushar Gupta, political analyst, and Saeed Asad Abbas, also political analyst, joining me live from Bengaluru. Sanjay Jha, once again, big headache in Karnataka. Well, you have a government, you have lot of khatakhat, lot of prices of services going up, but what you have is dinner parties that were held held and created a bit of a flutter, and dinner parties that have now been cancelled. Chal kya raha hai, boss?
Navika, good evening. I think there are two things here. Number one, that the division of responsibility between Mr. Siddaramaiah, who's looking at the administrative governance of the state, policies, programs and execution, and Mr. Shivkumar, who's basically very, very strong in terms of party mobilization and managing all the challenges of keeping the cadre together, has been, I think, excellently done. But there is going to be a problem for the Congress if they don't nip problems in the bud, because end of day there are political ambitions. I'm not going to deny them. Mr. Siddaramaiah has an excellent track record, and although the BJP is trying very hard to kind of throw mud at him by all these concocted allegations, it is not sticking, and they are disappointed with that. Yet I can't deny that Mr. D.K. Shivkumar is an extremely popular leader, and a lot of people in the Congress see him as a future star emerging from the south. So I do feel that this is one that the Congress should learn, and I'm being very honest with you here. I remember the Ashok Gehlot, Sachin Pilot not handled well at all. Navjot Singh Sidhu and Captain not handled, in fact handled terribly in my opinion. So there are challenges for the Congress.
Oh, and I forgot Bhupender Singh Hooda Kumari Selja. Did you forget that?
Absolutely. So I can tell you that all parties have these dynamics within. The difference between the Congress and the BJP seems to be, at least on the face of it, that the BJP, whether through very aggressive intimidation from the top or through some kind of a patchwork, they managed to fix it. The Congress seems to be very, adopting this strategy that delaying is an option, that somewhere down the line procrastination is a political strategy. I think they need to address that.
BJP करे तो intimidation from the top, Congress करे तो political strategy. Siddharth Yadav, please respond.
Good evening, Navika. Navika, I think what is happening in Congress is nothing new, because the Congress has a mastery in mismanagement. The leadership of Congress party, Sanjay Jha can sit here and certainly say that they prefer to do delaying, as a tactic. But I don't think that is tactic, because the leadership of the Congress party is lethargic in general. They cannot take decisions. They promise a lot. They cannot deliver on those promises. They give aspirations to a lot of leaders. Nobody knows who's really running the Congress party. And I think that is what is happening in Karnataka. But it is the people of Karnataka who are suffering the most. It is the people of Karnataka who are, in the middle of the fight between the Chief Minister and Deputy Chief Minister. Sanjay Jha, the spokespersons of Congress parties, are saying that one is responsible for policy implementation, the other one is for party. But I think it is very wrong on their part to say that the Deputy Chief Minister who has taken the oath of the Constitution has nothing to do with policy. They have all the things to do with policy, but I think what is at the core of it, can be understood with what one of their ministers has said, and their minister K.N. Ranjana has said that the top leadership of Congress party is anti-SC/ST. Now this is a big statement. When one minister in the Congress government in Karnataka says that their party in their top leadership is anti-Dalits, anti-tribals, anti-SC/ST, and that is, there's a track record to substantiate that, what has been happening in Karnataka with diverting the Valmiki fund and all of that. I think this speaks a lot. The anti-SC/ST government and anti-SC/ST party ideology of the Congress party is now affecting the development of Karnataka. I think the people are fed up with what they have to suffer, but it's the internal fight of the Congress party. What more to say?
Well, Tushar Gupta, it's about a dinner that is held, somebody close to Siddaramaiah. The dinner is held at a time when D.K. Shivkumar is not available. What does that tell you? And then the High Command steps in and asks another minister, bhai, tum party mat karo. Pehle hi bahut raita phail gaya hai. What does that tell you? And thirdly, what happens to governance? They did promise a lot of guarantees. They did promise a lot of freebies, but in the end, every day you hear about this price going up, that price going up. What's happening? And do you think D.K. Shivkumar is somebody who's going to be sitting silently in the wings? In an interview to me just last month, you know what he said. Tushar Gupta, how do you see this?
Good evening, Navika. Look, to answer the third question first, Karnataka's Khatakhat model, much touted by Rahul Gandhi, was never fiscally sustainable. And we knew that in the first quarter of the governance itself. Forget the first year, forget the first 1 year or anything. It was evident in the first quarter when the government started hiking the prices of the most essential services for the people of the state. Number two, look, the dynamics between Siddaramaiah and DK Shivkumar have always been clear. DK Shivkumar portrays himself as the chief minister in the wait. Now, 2 years will be completed this year. Once the Congress government completes those 2 years, the question will again come up. Will DK Shivkumar now take over as the chief minister? Would he want to take over as the chief minister in a state that does not have its finances in order, that does have a lot of anti-incumbency already in the first 2 years? So a lot of questions there also. But to answer your question, I don't think DK Shivkumar is going to rest. It always starts with this one dinner, one meeting gone haywire. We saw it in Punjab, we saw it in Himachal, we saw it in Rajasthan, we saw it in Madhya Pradesh in 2020. It always starts with that one meeting, but that underlying signs are always visible. And Sanjay Jha is right that the Congress is a little lazy or slow, whatever the word he wants to use for, procrastinate perhaps. The Congress is slow to read the signs.
Always slow to, well, yes, there are Delhi elections and Rahul Gandhi can't be found. Karnataka abhi to election bhi nahi hai, so obviously not on his agenda. But Saeed Abbas, Rahul Gandhi missing in action. India alliance has imploded. In Delhi, everybody is, literally abusing everybody else. And in Karnataka, there's trouble brewing. Kya kare? Is this what Congress party gives to the people of Karnataka?
Navika ji, the people of Karnataka, I am from Karnataka, I am a Mannina Maga. In Kannada, it means son of the soil. And I can tell you the people of Karnataka are absolutely happy, and I'll tell you why. Let's talk data, statistics, figures. Recently held by-elections, what happened? Shiggaon won by Congress party. Chanpatta won by Congress party. Sandur won by Congress party. How many did BJP get? In Kannada, there is a saying, Koli mutte, zero, matlab mutte, matlab anda. Kuch nahi mila aapko. This shows that the 5 schemes of the Congress party here in Karnataka have been working. You speak of Anna Bhagya, Gruha Lakshmi, Gruha...
We're not talking about, ladies and gentlemen, we are not talking about BJP's challenge to the Congress party. We are talking about the Congress party's challenge to the Congress party. It is a, government of the party, by the party. There is a fight that is brewing of the party, by the party, within the party. That is the problem that the Congress seems to be facing. But I'm completely out of time. Thank you very much, gentlemen, for joining me on this debate, and thank you viewers for joining me on the News Hour tonight. Good night, be safe, and I'll be back tomorrow with the News Hour at 9.